Welcome to another episode of the Urban Farmer. Today we're going to walk through some of the improvements that I made over the last week, and I'm going to show you some of the new things as well. So, start with the beds that I showed you last week. They've moved a little bit. I've decided to give them a little bit better sunlight. So we have here our Georgia collards as well as some Swiss chard and some other things that haven't quite come up yet, but we're just waiting for them to sprout. So here's this last bed that I showed you last week as well with spinach, has some Swiss chard, as well as some new growth that's just come up in the last week. So that's pretty exciting. It's nice to see things finally come up. And in addition to that, I have some of these seedlings that I've started about 5 weeks ago, and they've also come up very well. So it's just kind of nice here to see what's coming up, and I try to just figure it out as it goes if I don't remember what I've planted there. So all those beds have been doing really well, especially because we've been having really warm temperature. So I've decided also to take advantage of some peat pots that I have out here. And I have kale in these and pansies here. So as those start to come up and sprout, then I'll start to transplant them. So one of the new things that we have here in the urban garden is a worm bin. I've started this worm bin with about 200 red wigglers. And let me see if I can find a few for you. So I've started with a material of straw and also soil in order to provide just a good bedding for the worms. So here are some of the worms. As you see, they're just eating on this coffee filter here, trying to get away from me. So what I've done is I've just fed the worms a couple times and at different sections of the worm bin. Got a little bunny here with me. And then just covering up those sections, and it's a pretty good indication of where the worms are at a particular time, and this has been my tool of choice. This good little garden spade fork. And there's some of the other new occupants of the urban garden. So anyway, that worm bin does real well. Its temperature should be around 44 to 77 degrees. But so far, I'm having a good time. I'm just hoping that I have a lot of worms soon, because the chickens love them. So. And the chickens that we have are Rhode Island Reds. We've just gotten 4 of them just yesterday. And they have been a lot of fun. They're a great addition to our garden, to our urban garden. And we're hoping that they're going to be prolific egg layers, so we're really excited about it. They're a lot of fun. And those are grackles that you hear in the background. And there's a little terrorizing bunny that we have. So we have our rabbit hutch, and we also have our chicken coop here. So I have some broccoli that I've just planted in this sun box. Just planted that today. And then here I have some pansies that I've planted. So that same kind of idea, just using some of the same materials that I have and making this, little sun frame. And because I've been having so much luck with it on this one, as you can see here, the spinach is kind of bolting. The Swiss chard is doing real well, and the lettuce looks really good. We're going to be able to take some just baby greens off of this within the next week, so I'm really excited about that. So because that's doing so well, I've just kind of gone for it, and then this I'm going to try to make a little bit of a taller frame for it eventually, because I have here some sugar peas, and I also have some Brussels sprouts that I thought I'd give a try, so we'll see how they turn out. But so far, the sugar peas have been doing really well. And this is going to be the first night that they've been covered. And so far, I've noticed new growth. I've noticed that they've been healthy, and so far the temperature has been pretty ideal for them. So here's one of our bunnies. This is the oldest bunny that we have here. She's just, let's say probably 3 months old now, around there. And here are the Rhode Island Reds. So they're really fun. Like I mentioned, having chickens in our garden has really been an awesome addition. It's really made it a really fun experience, and having them out in the yard, having the bunnies out in the yard has really been fun. Alrighty, well, it seems like we've gone through everything that I've done in the past week, so I hope that next week you check back and see what's changed. And hopefully we'll have some new growth, and you'll be able to notice a difference in the chickens as well. So thanks a lot for joining us on another episode of The Urban Farmer.